Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Brad Maddox.
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
Ring Rust Radio, the best goddamn wrestling radio show on Spreaker, on the internet, in the whole goddamn universe. I'm your host of the most, Donald Wood, looking fine and feeling fine, oh baby. Ooh. Mike, BJ, you're here with me today. You loving this?
That was annoying as shit.
You loving this?
No.
How was your Halloween?
Oh, it was great. It was wonderful. We had a great Halloween. Did you have a good Halloween? Do people knock on your door in the city, or is that illegal?
No, thankfully we have apartment doors to avoid that.
Oh, okay. I mean, their doors, I would knock on them. So you don't leave candy in the hallway for the rapists and killers in New York City?
Nah, they're out just raping and killing.
If you leave candy out, they'll think that's an invite.
Yeah, that is the first sign you can tell when a rapist wants to get in your house is he's like, do you have Reese's Pieces? That's what I heard. Mike, how was yours? Did you hand out old
what did you just call it?
Reese's Pieces?
Reese's Pieces?
Reese's Pieces, yeah.
The fuck is wrong?
It's not Reese's Pieces.
Pieces.
No, it's a Reese's
Every
Pieces,
week you do
dude.
something. Just
Reese's
piss me the fuck off.
Pieces, dude. Why do you find
so
something to
much.
hate about me every time?
You do it.
Mike, did you hand
Your
out
fault.
organic fruit snacks like you did last year?
No, I've never done that
Hey, those
before.
are pretty good.
We don't get many trick-or-treaters at our house, so, but we were
It's 'cause you're
out
on the
with
list.
kid anyways, so
They're
didn't matter.
fighting the snow in Buffalo.
Yeah, they can't
No,
charge
it
you
was
the
nice.
21 inches.
Well, actually, Halloween night it was not that nice. It was very windy.
Yeah, it was windy as fuck here too.
Dude, last
Yeah.
year Halloween it was like 70 degrees.
Yeah.
So
I
you
remember
never know.
that.
Dude, I have all
That's
these
fun.
Halloween decorations. The wind comes barreling through fucking town on fucking Halloween day, knocking over Mr. Pumpkin and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Mother Nature? But no, we had a great time. Hey guys, listen, wrestling also happened. I didn't watch a lick of it live. I watched it all though.
Never do.
Never do.
I don't think you did. I don't think you watched it all. I certainly
Nah, I
don't
didn't.
think that.
I didn't watch it all.
Okay.
I definitely skipped through what I watched too.
Mhm.
Mike, BJ, we have a show.
What?
BJ, want to talk
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah, we are going to review WWE. We're going to preview AEW.
Yeah.
You have Dirt Sheet Busters. Wait, you have Smart Say?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
You have Dirt Sheet Busters. It's where Mike Carr brings us the lies and rumors around pro wrestling. Donnie leaves because he's a bitch.
Yeah, I'm out. Peace.
We have the latest WWE fantasy standings. I'm very upset.
Am I doing good?
No.
No.
Alright.
You're doing the opposite of good.
Am I still in last, my love?
Last week, someone doubled your points.
No.
What do you mean?
They didn't double his points.
Oh,
It was
100%. 100% of your points.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Last week, I'll just say it right now. I don't know how much it's changed. I had to look at the thing, but last week you were at negative 87.5 in last, and then Skeeter was in first at plus 87.5.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
laughed.
Yeah.
We have fan emails. Very fun, especially last week was awesome without Donnie. This week, I'm sure
Yes.
Donnie will leave, and it will be awesome again. But so much
Can't
more is
wait.
on the show.
You'll
Mike,
be sad, Mike.
fuck you.
I will not be sad. Do you like at least the second half of the show when it's just me and BG? Well, check us out. Find us anywhere you get podcasts.
Check us out.
Check us out.
Just skipping ahead every time you hear my voice. You're like, no, 30 seconds. No, 30 seconds.
That's how I would listen.
Yeah,
I would never listen.
Interact with us on Twitter at @RingRustRadio. Email us, be part of the show, ringrustradio@gmail.com. Buy our merchandise, prosandtees.com/ringrustradio. So many great t-shirt designs. Gonna catch you, dick! George hates us now, so he won't make any new T-shirt designs or suggest them to Daniel Hayden. So.
No, he hates you guys. He loves me.
I don't know. You should see the things he says about you when he's talking to us.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
Oh.
Yeah, he's playing into your gimmick, dude.
No, because we don't say anything about you. He volunteers this stuff. So.
Oh, I talk shit about you.
Let me know.
So does Mike. He can't keep my name
No,
out of his
I
mouth.
try
He's
to
like
avoid
fucking
speaking
Chris
about
Rock. He's like the white Chris Rock.
Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you.
Except if he wasn't funny.
Oh,
And probably has a much shorter penis.
I think you meant to say I was the white Chris Rock, and you meant it as a compliment, so thank you. Support us at patreon.com/ringrustradio. You can hear ad-free episodes, sign up for fantasy drafts and brackets, make us watch wrestling-related movies and pay-per-views, and so much more. You can also check out Ring Rust Radio on YouTube for updated clips and Triple R Gaming. Donnie, BG, and fans of the show have been playing different games like Chained Together, Schedule 1, Dead by Daylight, Headliners, and Midnight Murder Club each week, and posting early access on patreon.com/ringrustradio well before it hits YouTube. If you're interested in joining a session, email ringrustradio@gmail.com.
Let me say something to you, Mike.
What?
Did you hear that they said Whataburger is the only fast food place now to start with a W?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Remember when I blew up that joke?
No. So, there's just Whataburger. There's no other one around.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
But BJ, you remember that?
Nuts.
Remember that? Shut up. BJ, you remember when Whataburger was the only fast food restaurant that starts with W?
Yeah, why are you slurring your words? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Just say something about Wendy's.
The only one. Just
No,
say,
I already know it.
Wendy's nuts hit your lips, bro. That's
That was so funny. He tried that on us via
I
text,
know.
and I immediately said Wendy's nuts, and we didn't hear from him again for like days.
I did it on the
was
the
great.
YouTube channel. That's what reminded me. I was nailing people with it on the YouTube channel. Fucking decimating them, dude. They didn't know
Nailed
what
'em.
happened. Nailed them. Let's move on.
We're gonna put this all in order. From LW to Dark, we about to have a discussion about the one true sport. Who's selling the finish? Does this make sense in the art? Tell me who botched, who rocked, who's cashing in on the marks. These takes are uncut, man, they're pure and they're raw. Blow up like dynamite, have you smacked down on the floor. On a collision course with the number one source. Now let's head back to the ring for the latest report. Ring Rust.
God, we're really funny, huh? Also, BJ, can I just make a quick observation? You have under here, you have just R.I.P. and then it's always Donnie ? Is that tossing to me or wishful thinking?
No, it's always used.
It could be a combination.
I feel like I honestly feel like every
Donnie?
week
Do you
that
have something to say
passes,
here,
it's
Donnie?
the
Donnie?
latter. He's just like Donnie.
It can be a combination.
It's him,
It could
fingers
be a
crossed,
host
saying
and
Donnie.
James. Yeah.
Nah, damn it, still alive, still kicking. Can't kill him. He's too strong for me. No, nobody died this week. King Mo last week. That was it.
It was not King Mo. Sir Mo.
Surmo, that was it. I know he was royal.
Mhm.
Saturday night's main event. It happened. CM bitch gets his fucking
Wow.
wish, dude.
What?
He holds him hostage again. Fucking gets his championship. CM bitch. This dude, can I be honest with you from the bottom of my heart? Watching this match, Jey Uso ain't that good, and CM Punk is fucking washed, dude. You are it is it's a shell of a man out there. This is what it felt like at the end with Goldberg. This is what it feels like with CM Punk. Dominic Mysterio does his
CM
thing.
Punk,
Jade
love
Cargill does what we said. Give her 5 minutes, baby. She'll give you the world.
Mhm.
And Drew McIntyre, the most underutilized fucking superstar in the entirety of the world.
I don't think he's underutilized. I think he's not properly positioned. Those are two
Okay,
different things.
well, you use whatever
Minute.
word you want to. He should be a top guy, not a fucking gatekeeper for fucking Cody Rhodes in the championships. Yeah. That was my emotional reaction to Saturday night's main event. I actually did watch this whole thing, conveniently placed in just a couple minutes because I skipped all the bullshit in between. And it was
quick.
short. So that was nice. I like that. I
your
actually
dong.
gave an extra
You guys
point.
done in like an hour.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Do you have
What'd you
anything to
say,
say
give an extra
specifically?
point?
I'm just going to do my
4.5?
match moment overall grade.
I really enjoyed the triple threat. That was my match of the night. Actually, I thought it was the most entertaining with Dom's antics.
I actually agree with that.
I do too, funny enough, and I loved the finish with him
Yeah.
ringing the bell
That was
and
great.
Rusev thinking that he won. and then, using the distraction and end up winning that way. Like,
Mhm.
Dom is so fucking good.
Yeah.
No
I'll tell
hook,
you
but
what.
he is pretty good.
I'll tell you what, if I was a guy and I had a wrestling podcast and I said that Hook was better than Dominic Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio fucking sucked, it was never going to be anything, I'd be really embarrassed right now because I would be totally and completely wrong.
Well, if I had a
I can't
wrestling
believe anybody would
podcast,
say that, but-
I would be impervious to fucking embarrassment, I think. But yeah, you're not going to mention CM Bitch and his washness in this match not being good at all?
I thought the match was solid. CM Punk was great in it. Jay was not the best in this match.
There was some
Forgot how to take a
miscommunications.
neck breaker.
Yeah, this
seems.
was
This was poo-poo. Say what it was. Say it was
Yeah,
Punk
they
had to
could've-
Randy Orton him. He had to kick him in the fucking head and teach him how to take a neck
he was
breaker.
like, yo, he threw water on him. Like, yo, wake the fuck up.
That spot
Um,
fucking sucked. Other than that, it wasn't a bad match though.
It was terrible.
And it was the right decision. Punk as the winner
Yes,
was great.
It was the right decision.
Poo-poo. Hold
I-
him hostage again.
Not just because it was my idea, but considering how this match was going, I think you should have thrown out the bronze and be like, yo, go fucking interrupt here because we need to save this.
Yeah, it sucks.
I really liked when Punk did the victory lap on Raw.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
true. CM Bitch sucks,
But now
dude.
CM Punk and Jey Uso are cool, and CM Punk,
It's
who
unbelievably
just doesn't
awful.
trust anybody, thinks that Logan Paul is a face all of a sudden and trusts him. Pretty stupid.
I mean, I didn't really gather as that. Like,
Oh,
I think-
you didn't.
What do
No.
you mean? He thought he was about to help him against the Bronze.
I think it was a case of it's him against fucking Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. He has no choice but to hope that the person that's also in there will help him. Because
He
nobody else
literally
is there to
like
help him.
Absolutely not.
shoulder to shouldered him. I'm not
Because he
doing
was
it.
hoping that he would help.
I'm not doing this.
He
I'm
should
not
have hit
doing
him with a
this. He
chair
looked like
first.
they booked
But
their
I called-
champions that looked like fucking idiots, and CM Bitch looked like a total idiot.
Yeah,
I
he
called
looked so
Logan
stupid.
Paul joining the Vision and being on their team for War Games all along, though.
Well,
so.
I don't. Did you write it down anywhere? Because I wrote it in an article.
I told you to write it.
That's
I'll
not
bring a
true.
video.
there's no evidence of that.
Yes,
Oh,
there is. There's
Impact.
audio evidence.
But
from
no one will
last week, I
ever.
believe.
No one's ever gonna comb through this shit, dude.
Okay.
No.
And you know
Let
that's
me know.
true.
Yeah. So
Very
yeah.
happy that Jade won.
Mhm.
I think it was
We
time to
called
give
that.
her a run. I think she's at her best as a heel. And
Right move, keeping it short.
yep,
This was
and then-
perfect.
She's
And
greener
they
than
played
goose
it
shit.
for
Can't
views.
wrestle a lick. It's a great job
The injury
protecting
Tiffany
her.
angle
with the
is
knee.
smart.
Tiffany
Yep.
with the knee injury, it doesn't hurt her really at all that she lost in that fashion.
No, as a matter of fact, it gives her fucking some adversity to overcome.
Right.
Dude, I would keep her off TV for until the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, until she recovers
Yeah.
emotionally from dumping Ludwig.
Did you see all that shit?
No, I saw one clip saying they're like, this is the, Mike, I'm going to tell you, though, I literally only have to sign on Twitter once a day to like just make sure that stuff's going live for Travel Pulse. I click over, the one thing I saw was like, Ludwig Kaiser a beta male? Because he said she's out of his league, you never say that to a woman. I signed out so fast. I was like, I'm done. People are fucking so stupid.
So, are
I
they
had no
really
idea-
broke? Go ahead.
So I had no
Yeah,
idea they were not
so-
together anymore firstly, but they showed this man became El Grande Americano and he just thought he could have like a double life maybe because there's a video out there he's like holding the hand of she's like I don't know if she's AAA or well I guess she technically works for WWE because AAA is under WWE but it's like a backstage interviewer for AAA and he was like holding her hand walking backstage.
So that's my
So-
thing, Mike. Is Ludwig and Tiffany really broken up, or are they just trying to play up this fucking character that he keeps playing up?
I don't
Because
think because I don't think
That'd
that's
be
part
very
of, like,
funny.
the show or anything.
I know, but it'd be very funny.
I think that
Who cares
he,
about this? What are we doing?
he's hoping that
You did. You
He was-
brought it up.
I
It's too-
just
well,
as a
first
joke,
of all,
a reference point.
it's two different people, so I don't even know why we're talking about this.
All right, let's move on. Yes.
Oh wait.
Oh, yeah,
Cody definitely turning fucking heel. He's doing all kinds of heel shit in this match. Basically
Good.
faking a knee
Sucks.
injury, doing a DDT onto the belt. He's definitely the one that attacked Jacob Fatu. And honestly, I think a heel turn would be best for him at this point, and I hope
Yeah.
it happens.
He's
I don't
fucking
think it's
boring
happening
as
at
shit
all.
and has been for a really long time.
Well, why are
dude.
they doing all this shit if he's not turning heel?
The knee thing, Mike, I'm convinced that only happened because the ref was in the wrong spot and he had to adjust and he was playing up in real time because they went back to that spot like 30 seconds later.
It felt to me like he was like kind of playing possum and then like did the spot right
no,
after.
I think
like,
it was
to try
because
to
the
be-
ref was in the wrong spot.
Oh, thank God we have Dr. Psychology here to help us out.
I thought the ref was purposely in the wrong spot as like part of the spot.
Oh,
But
I
don't
have no
think so.
opinion on the matter. I care not.
Because you didn't watch
you
it.
never do.
I did watch it. I just don't care at all.
But Cody was acting like a heel.
Yeah, he's
to
definitely.
Nick
You're very
Aldis.
wrong if you're saying he's not acting like a heel.
If the
saying
fucking
that
Rock,
spot.
if the fucking Rock would decide like, hey, I'll do like a little bit of shit leading up to next WrestleMania, then the perfect thing would be for Cody to turn heel because he did take the Final Boss's offer. That's what they should do.
If I was a current WWE wrestler, I would stay far the fuck away from the Rock in terms of any long-term booking. You want to do a one-night thing?
Leading up to WrestleMania.
Yeah, we do a one-night thing, that's great. Anything beyond that, you're going to fuck me over, I know, because you're going to do Jumanji 3.
He is doing Jumanji 3.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Awesome. I
I made that shit up on the fly, I just know this
The first
dude,
two
okay?
are great.
I think they announced that.
I don't know. That's
Can't
just,
wait.
hey, it's a surprise to me, right? I don't know how that works. All right, so favorite match, moment, overall grade, Saturday night's main event, Mike.
Favorite match was the triple threat, Dominic Penta and Rusev. Favorite moment was, as we mentioned during that match, with Dominic ringing the bell to get Rusev to break the hold. Thought it was great. Grade, give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Wasn't anything spectacular, but we got a title change. We got some significant moments. But it was not a bad watch.
BJ? Did he put die off? Is he gone?
No.
What happened then? Explain the silence.
I was looking at Jumanji 3, and I think they considered Jumanji 3 like the Jumanji 2 of his series. You know, because there was the original Jumanji.
That was what I was referencing. That was a follow-up to his one.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the third one. Hi, hello.
I would give this a 5 out of 10 because, like, there's nothing like you kind of need.
It
to
sucks.
see
It's a house show shit.
here. I mean, the matches are fine.
I
They
mean,
weren't.
there's not
Main event
new
sucked.
world champions being crowned on house shows usually.
Brother?
No.
Then you don't remember the fucking...
But I said my favorite match is Dom. My favorite moment
Who's the
is,
Canadian guy? The Mountie.
Canadian guy?
Yeah, the Mountie.
I remember we
favorite
just
moment-
discussed it last week.
My favorite moment is Jade winning the title.
Okay, great. My favorite match of the night was Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton because it was the shortest.
There you go.
My favorite moment was the one where Triple H just only puts belts on guys who are AEW stars. He can't build his own stars, so he lets AEW build them for him. And my overall grade, tough one here. I want to go 3. I do because it was that bad, but because it was so short, I'm going to go up 1 to 4 out of 10.
Wow.
1 star for every match. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
well,
shocking.
no, I gave other ones a star and a third because it was 0 stars for CM Punk and G. So.
Oh, wow.
John Cena final match tournament and more. Explain this to me.
What do you mean, explain this to you? You can't explain
Didn't
this?
you watch the shows?
I didn't watch the show, no.
You said you watched all the
Wait,
shows.
you said you watched
I
it.
watched the pay-per-view ish
This
thing.
is on the pay-per-view.
Oh, I didn't see it. I must have
And
skipped it. I just watched
What do
the
you
matches.
mean that you don't know
I don't know what
this
this is. Explain
You
it
never
to
heard
me.
the rumor from like a month ago?
No, I don't do Dirt Sheet Busters. I barely watch the wrestling. Just fill me in,
Why are you
dickhead,
here
so I
then?
can react to
Why
it.
can't you leave the show?
Because
and you
I'm
can
the
actually have a
genuine
good product?
reaction guy. When they do like
No, you're
screenshots
not.
on
It's not a
YouTube,
genuine
or I like
reaction at
You
all.
cry about everything.
where I put my hands on the side of my head and I go, oh, I can't believe it. Oh, like that's me. That's my job. So what is a John Cena final match tournament? They're like having a tournament to decide who he wrestles in his final match?
Great job.
Okay, so who's
Great
involved?
production.
And who's going to win?
It could be anybody. It's Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or even from outside the company potentially, and it's random draw, and they've drawn the first 2 matches so far.
What are the first?
Which
These are the
are-
first 2: Rusev and Priest, and Shinsuke
Yeah.
versus Sheamus. Bangers.
Correct. I think Rusev and Sheamus both win to set up a match between them since they were in a feud before.
And they have history with John Cena. So like I think it would be cool.
Pretty
if
much all
Priest,
these guys do. Besides, I guess not really Priest, but the
Not really.
others do. So.
Like I think it would be cool if Priest and Nakamura won, just because I prefer them. But I think they go with Rusev and Sheamus because of all the history
I
with
agree.
John Cena.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Everyone since Meltzer's report says that Gunther is going to win this. I would agree with that, and I think that's the right decision. Because Gunther is like their top heel at this point.
Mhm.
He's their monster heel. You
I
know,
like
Braun
that.
Breaker
He ends
clearly-
John Cena's career on his
Yeah.
back. You know what I mean?
Just like
Exactly.
he ended Goldberg's career. So
Exactly.
it
Let
makes
him
sense.
be like, and he'll be the guy that retired Goldberg and John Cena in the same year. Like that. Those are things that matter when you're talking about like the aura of a wrestler, right?
Legacy.
Brock Lesnar
legacy.
ending the streak was a huge moment. He will always have.
Mm-hmm.
Having Gunther be the guy that retired John Cena and Goldberg. that's
Finally
massive.
send this selfish piece of shit to his fucking early wrestling grave. Oh, God, he might be turning face, guys.
Gunther.
Yeah, putting this
No.
old dog down. Oh no, but honestly, the crowds are eating this shit up. It sucks. It sucks that he's
What are you talking
he's like skirted around the fact that he was such a piece of shit, skirt, by
Who are you
just like
talking
last couple years, man. It really
Who are
sucks.
you talking about?
John Cena. Really, yeah. John Cena was just like one of the most horrible fucking selfish pieces of shit. He's a Hulk Hogan level piece of shit. But the last couple years, he was like, he's cognizant of his like how he appears to people, and he's like really like self-centered about it. So he's like, I don't want that, so I'm gonna change it at the end and then make
You're
everybody
so
forget.
annoying.
Well, I mean, the Total Divas tape is always going to be out there. So.
I know, and
Yeah.
his actions against the Nexus and Bray Wyatt,
It's
I can
gonna be
go on
like an
forever and ever
everyday
and ever.
thing.
But he's
Yes,
just such
it
a
is.
piece of shit. And what, breathing, living, me? Yeah.
Potpourri. Cooking.
Yeah, go ahead. And then we have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Asuka and Kairi Sane for the women's tag team titles. When's that happening?
It's on Raw next week.
Okay.
Since you watched the show. I would love for Asuka and Kyrie to win, but I don't think they will.
I think
Unfortunately.
it's a possibility, but I'm also not ready for Charlotte and Alexa to lose that because honestly, the team's been great and it revitalized Charlotte in a lot of ways. She legitimately gets cheered, which for a long time people would boo her. Even
Yeah,
when she was
kudos to
trying be a
Alexa
babyface.
Bliss for making that possible.
I mean, I think they've worked really well together,
Yeah,
so
it's
I
fun.
love them as
They're
a team.
actually-
You
I
would at
enjoy
least
that.
give some credibility to fucking Asuka and Kyrie and let Charlotte and Alexa have like a run as baby faces chasing a title. That could be
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
fun.
She's
Do you
beloved.
remember when Mel said that they were gonna go against
Feud?
each other at SummerSlam?
I sure do. It's been a while since they were
That was
supposed to
months
do that.
ago.
Yeah, that was the first weekend of August.
Seems like
Crazy.
the plan was always for them to be a team for a long time.
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a
Oh.
stupid thing to say, idiot.
My bad.
So I would like there to be a title change. You know, I'm not gonna put it past them because
they're not,
Triple H
they're
likes
not
to do
changing the
that
titles.
every now
Don't
and
be
then.
stupid. Don't be stupid.
He'll
Stephanie
do that.
Thank you. Stephanie McCurr against Raquel Rodriguez.
There will not
Stephanie
be a title
losing.
change.
No title.
No, there will not
No
be a
title
title.
changes at all.
Nor
So
should
stop
there be.
talking about it.
But Raquel's been great, I think. So
She's good. Somebody showed me
very
the
good.
lineup for the Mae Young Classic, and it's
That was
just like,
awesome.
holy fuck, we were lucky.
They should do that again.
It'll never be the same. The stacked nature of that fucking
It's because of AEW.
shit is woo-wee. Well, it's because it was everything. It was great. It really was such a cool thing. Let's
and the
get
Cruiserweight Classic, amazing.
yeah. Anything else about WWE before we get to the real fucking meat of this fucking potatoes?
Listen, Seth Rollins' injury threw a wrench in the plans, but we got to do better. Things are not going great right now.
No, not at all. It's poo-poo. But it's
I
going
think
great over here.
We got to get to Braun and Bronson being in that world title scene with Punk coming out of because I understand Survivor Series you're building to obviously the War Games match, but coming out of that, I think you got to get Braun probably to win the title, unless you're gonna have him win the Rumble.
I just feel like again, I know I said last week, they really missed the boat not giving Braun the title because like it just feels directionless on the show, and I'm watching Raw and I'm like, why are Braun and Bronson even together still?
Because they're a dominant force together.
But are they? They're not doing anything.
They're not doing
If
anything.
they're working together.
Yo, you are such a politician, dude. You are such a politician.
Well, I
That is
don't
wild.
like. Why would they?
Are they
why would
chasing
break
tag
up when
titles? He's
they
saying they're
had
not chasing
success
tag
together?
titles. They're not doing anything constructive together.
Right. They're not. They just don't do
Yeah,
anything.
they're both.
though.
They're hanging out, good time buddies, dude. They go to the bar afterwards, duh. Okay, let's talk about, because I am fully geared, I am geared up for full gear. I just want to mention real quick, we don't usually talk about pre-show matches, but if you don't respect Boom and Doom, you're a fucking idiot, dude. Like,
Wait, I thought QT Marshall was feuding with Big Boom AJ.
Brother, the Boom and Doom connection is the kind of shit that my kids will tell their kids about. That's the kind
Is
of legacy.
QT Marshall a babyface now? I'm confused.
When he stands next to Big Boom AJ, yeah, he does. Yeah, he is a
Okay.
face. Yep. Who do you think wins that match?
RPG Vice used to have bangers in the Tokyo Dome. That's the match they're having.
Yep. Should have had 5.
How mad
Dave
is
Meltzer gave him
or
5 stars for the parking lot, bro.
How much is Meltz having to pretend that he loves this when he's dying inside?
Yo, let me tell you something. He at first he was like, this Big Boom guy, I hate his fucking cookie reviews or whatever he got famous for, right? And now he's like, he's put in the work. He's like Logan Paul over here.
I like the cut of his jib.
He's the AEW Logan Paul, the Costco cookie guy. Oh God, I hate it. I hate crossover shit like that. It pisses me off so bad. Let's go through the matches. Get your D'Lo Brown heads out loose. I mean, like, pop, pop, pop that.
Well, we don't have to
sternum.
pick them yet.
Shut your fucking mouth. We're doing a little loose one. Chris Statlander, Mercedes Moné. You're right. They're going to add like 14 matches, but who you got, Mike? Moné's title's not on the line.
Yeah, that's why I think that Chris Statler's probably
Yeah.
gonna win.
Yep.
It would be kind of dumb to have her beat Toni Storm twice and then you just throw it all away and never lose to Mercedes right away.
Agreed.
I'll go with Mercedes then.
No. Okay, easy hard ass.
By the
Statlander
way,
wins.
wouldn't shock me one bit.
Give her the actual world title. Like, what are we doing here?
Because
That's
that's
the
the
gimmick.
ultimate culmination. Because she's
Yeah,
gonna.
that's the gimmick. So let's do it.
No. We're not doing that at the price of Chris Statlander. Do it someone else.
No.
Chris Statlander beats a
What do you
lady
mean?
wearing 44 belts. She's gonna look like a fucking star, dude. It's great for Statlander. Moné's not hurt by it.
Hold on.
Oh,
You
man.
just said don't do it at the expense of Chris Statlander. Do it against someone else.
Yes.
So who should that be?
Whoever
Who should
beats Chris Statlander.
Then who should that be? Because then you'd be like, no, we can't have this
Whatever
person.
heel, like if it was me, I would do something like Megan Bain.
So then you're sacrificing Megan Bain for heel Mercedes Moné?
In that sense, you're
I don't think you
elevating.
thought
Hold on,
this
no. You don't do this. You don't get
Well,
the fucking
Tony
do this.
hasn't thought it through either.
Chris Statlander, I did think this too. But Tony, I have no idea. Chris Statlander's someone who we've been yelling for a long time should be a top dog. Great. Perfect, right? She's a face. Maybe not for long. She is for this top spot. It is what it is. Faces just don't last as long. Megan Bain as a transitional champion. You get her, you put her in that
She would be a
position.
heel, right?
You make her view like a fucking, she
She'd be a heel, right?
she could be fluid. And what's the name? Penelope Ford just got hurt. So you're going to have to fucking flip her around anyway. You could make her a face for a
Fluid
while.
Megan Bain with no fucking direction that is going to
Oh, here
beat
we
Chris
go.
Statlander.
It's
to
a
then
fucking
go lose
transitional
to heel.
champion. You're giving it to her to fucking elevate her just by being in that situation by
And then-
winning
but
the
then
title
you
by
say,
fighting
we just
Mercedes
elevated Megan
Moné.
Bain,
She
now
looks
we're
like a
gonna have
fucking
lose
top
to
star,
Mercedes
dude.
Moné.
You don't know a damn thing. You
You
look
don't
like
know
an
a damn
asshole.
thing.
You look
I
like an
really don't.
You
asshole.
look like a fucking asshole.
I don't think they have a real end game plan with Mercedes and what they're doing here because what's their end game?
Well,
Is
Mercedes
gonna
Moné
go to
decides
every
her end
fucking
game.
promotion around the world. Where
Who are
she
you
won the
blaming
title
that
and
on, Mike?
lose
Is
the
that
title?
Tony? Hold on.
Vacate
Is that
it all. So
Tony?
just vacate it all. She'd be like, I've won everything. Fuck it.
Is that Tony
That's
That's what
that
I'm
you
saying.
blame?
I think somebody has to beat her for all her titles, and then they vacate them and be like,
That
I'm
works.
gonna release these titles to everybody.
Like
All
throwing
like
it back like in the water?
See, that's why
Yeah.
she has to win the
Catch and
AEW
release.
Women's
Like was it
World
who
Championship.
threw the title in the water? Was it
Stone
Edge?
Cold in the Rock.
Oh, that was it.
Icy
I
title.
thought Edge threw the title in the water too.
Maybe he threw a title in the water at some
Probably
point.
did.
I feel like he did.
See,
All right,
I-
Cody
let-
threw Damian Sandow's Money in the Bank briefcase into the water.
Mercedes already lost a women's world title match to Toni Storm.
Right.
Months
Yeah.
ago, right? So here you go. Have her win now.
Nah.
And then, like you guys are saying,
Don't
it
need
could
it.
be Chris
She's got
Statlander
45
who's
titles.
like, you know what? Fuck all this. I'm going to beat you for everything. And then she's a hero for all wrestling companies around
Can I
the
tell
world.
you something?
Yeah,
You
I,
don't-
I think that would be ideal. I think
Oh my god.
Mercedes wins, and then they do a rematch, and Statlander wins. Like,
And it could even
because-
be at fucking like World's End. It's like, this is the end of all this fucking, this reign of terror that Mercedes is on.
Watch your language. You keep dropping F-bombs.
Start.
yeah, because
Fuck
if
you. How about
Mercedes loses, then I don't know how you get her back to the world title scene anytime
Right.
soon.
You don't need her in the
You're gonna
world
lose
title
again?
scene.
Give me a break.
No, she loses. Hangman Adam Page wins though against Samoa Joe.
Why are we doing this again?
The match
They
is a
had a heel
banger,
turn.
and the feud's
They
been
have to-
good.
they
now.
have to run it back. They
The
got the heel
feud in
turn.
recent weeks has
Oh,
got
they
more
have
intense.
to run it back. Yeah, my
What do you
bad.
mean? Samoa Joe turned heel on him.
Have to do it.
You have to do it. Had to be done.
I mean, yeah, it was so good last time. I wanted it again. Yes.
Nobody cared about it.
The match was a fucking absolute banger. Do you deny that?
It was fine. Hangman
absolute
wins
banger.
again.
Absolute
Awesome.
banger, yes.
When is MJF coming back so we can just win the fucking title at this point?
He's coming back soon. Don't worry about it.
Maybe World's End.
He's gonna be winning the title soon too. Like
Yeah,
lickety
definitely.
split.
Mm-hmm.
Brodito against FTR. My God,
Blech.
I am so hard. I actually just bumped my head on the fucking desk.
Gross. Well, Brodito will have to carry another tag team to a good match.
Yeah. Hope Brodito better win.
Brodito wins.
I think Edge and Christian come back here.
Let's see it.
That'd be
They
cool.
I don't know
over
what
FTR, and
Edge
then
is
World's
still
End we
doing
have.
filming for whatever the fucking thing he's doing.
Whatever.
He's
It's
doing
fucking Saturday.
adult videos or something now. What's going on?
Yeah, it could be.
Nice. That'd be awesome.
Or is he a Viking guy again?
Things of Viking.
No, I think it's like Percy Jackson or whatever. Isn't that like a Disney Plus thing?
I don't know. Watch it.
Why would you
Me
turn and ask me?
I was more towards BG.
Okay, I thought you were.
I'm gonna
I just
watch it.
didn't understand your whole rationale right there.
He
Oh
knows
my
more
God.
about like the superhero stuff that I
I no
know,
longer have
so.
Disney Plus.
Oh.
Someone
I'll
send
tell you
me
what,
their-
I got YouTube TV. I no longer have fucking
Dude,
all
what the
kinds of
fuck, man?
channels.
Anything?
ESPN.
I'm telling you right now, if they don't resolve
Night
this,
Football.
I don't have Monday Night Football next week when the Eagles fucking square off against the fucking Green Bay Packers.
As shitty as DirecTV
Well, wait,
is,
no,
at
that
least
would-
I,
wouldn't
at
that
least
be
I
on your
get
local-
like fucking Red Zone and everything. So
BJ, don't let the truth get away with a good story. Okay, shut your mouth.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that could take away my birds.
But-
Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. Oh my God.
your ass
Against
for sure.
the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. The winner will receive $1
Yikes.
million
Where'd that come from?
Fuck
dollars,
Who
dude.
asked for this?
That me. I just said it, dude. Me, dude. This is. Can I tell you? I mean this. I did
Why
not.
do they keep doing these fucking matches for money that nobody cares about?
It's part of the Young Bucks storyline. So for
yeah,
me,
it sucks. It's
for me,
stupid.
I disagree. I love it. So for me,
No, you don't.
You love everything.
there are some times where you're right. I don't ask for a match. I didn't ask this match. But it's because I wasn't elevated enough to think of this match. They gave me something I couldn't even comprehend. When I saw
Does that mean
this,
like you weren't high enough at the time to think about it?
brother, when I saw this, I shot spider webs like I was Spider-Man. It was wild. I love this
For
shit.
this. For
6
this
stars.
match.
I'm starting it at 6 stars.
I honestly, you know how
Stupid.
usually it takes them like up until like the very start of the show and they announce like 5 matches?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
just randomly. This is one of those types of matches. I can't believe this is what they're trying to bill as like one of their fucking top matches on this show.
What, Kenny Omega, the
This is
Young
ass.
Bucks, Jack Perry, dude. Need I say more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Say
It's okay.
something good.
I don't need to
Say
hear about
less.
it.
Say
Please
less. Yeah,
Please say nothing.
Yeah. See, I know more terms.
Please
than
never
you.
say anything
I'm
again.
into shit. Yeah, starting at 6 stars here. I had to pull it down because I had to make it bigger. It's so small. I had to click on it. Yeah, so we don't have anything else to talk about. So it's Patreon plug time. Anything else about AEW you want to talk about? Bobby Lashley looking good. Can't wait for MJF coming back.
Yeah, you said that it was going to be Bobby Lashley going after the championship.
No,
But it's not.
Would've been better, for sure.
It's not. I really think he should be though.
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. Go there to hear the ad-free version of our shitty podcast and early access to our upcoming retros like Suburban Commando, Gremlins 2, the best Survivor Series teams, best Royal Rumble surprise entrance, and our Thanksgiving dinner party draft.
There was some confusion with that word.
There
Yeah.
wasn't really, but
I mean,
You know.
hold on, there legitimately was. Like, you weren't confused. That doesn't mean there wasn't confusion. This is you, holier than thou, up there in your ivory tower looking down on us, dude.
Most importantly,
Who's
you can
us?
sign up for our final bracket
The
of the year,
people.
taking place Tuesday, December 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to determine the best Christmas movie character ever.
That's still fluid because that idea sucks.
Why?
I don't know. I don't love it.
come up with something better.
You liked it last
Maybe
month
a
when
Christmas
Mike came up with
dinner?
it.
Like we pick whoever could be at the Christmas dinner?
We were doing that.
No, we're not gonna do
We
the
did
same
that today.
exact fucking thing.
Why do you suck?
Just roll it through your head a little bit. Think about it.
Can you go
Sleep
away?
on it, all right?
Just go away.
No, I might stick around for a little bit.
No, you really shouldn't.
Strangeness in the latest report. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. egregious lies anonymously sourced, you gotta call Dirt Sheet Busters. Scoop, 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 scoop. No lies, no retraction. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Per a source that's interesting to know.
Alright, guys, Donnie is gone. It's just me and BG. It's time for Dirt Sheet Buster. I'm so happy. How you doing, man?
Oh, yeah.
You excited?
I love when he leaves. That segment sucked. I'm so mad about the WWE section. It was brutal.
He does it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
He does it on purpose. I hate him. Alright. We're going to start here with one from Wrestling Observer Newsletter, who Donnie loves. Bianca Belair is injured. Hope you don't want to know when she'll be back.
I do.
I really do want to know because I've missed her a lot. But,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Bianca Belair has been out of action for much of 2025, but that doesn't mean a return for the former WWE Women's Champion will take place in the near future. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer Newsletter, there is still no return date in place for Bianca Belair. Thanks. This is despite Belair having been out of action since she sustained broken fingers at WWE WrestleMania 41 during the triple threat match against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
What is she, Paul George?
Whoa.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
The fuck?
Out fucking a year with a broken finger? Is there maintenance
It
phase?
is. It is insane. She did like an interview where she said she did like they did like a triple German suplex spot, and she thought that she broke like every finger on her hand because it got like trapped under Rhea or something like that. But it's pretty wild. Like I think she said like she kind of like broke her knuckle or something. So that's kind of different, obviously, than a broken finger. But to be out, it's been what, 6 months at this point?
Yeah.
Over 6 months, maybe.
She's milking it.
Kind of shocking.
She's milking it.
Melt has no clue when she's coming back.
She's
so
out
why
there.
even
I
report?
bet she's fucking collecting paychecks, making shirts and shit at home.
Hey, smart.
Good use of your time, actually. Good job.
This next one's from not WrestleVotes, but TC of WrestleVotes.
Who's TC?
Who's TC? I don't know.
Hold on, no. Terrence Crawford.
Timmy Chang.
Timmy Chang.
Do you remember him?
No. I thought you were
Quarterback
I thought you were
from
just being racist.
No.
Is
Timmy
that
Chang.
is that the Japanese toe or whatever his name is?
Huh?
No.
Go ahead. Tokyo Toe.
WWE doesn't want its wrestlers getting
That's
a
a lot
reaction.
better alliteration.
Japanese toe. I don't get the reference. So it's Tokyo Toe. Got it. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting it now. Good.
TC of WrestleVotes
go
says
away.
WWE doesn't want its wrestlers getting a reaction. I'm not sure if I believe this one. A source I spoke with this week told me there has been an internal concern that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed received babyface fan reactions following their turn on Seth Rollins, which played into the decision to exclude them from the Battle Royal on Raw last week. I don't think that's true at all. I don't think that's true because literally this week on Raw they beat up Logan Paul. So if you're worried about them getting babyface reactions, why would you have them beat up like the most hated guy you have?
They're worried about it. No, they're not going to do anything about it, but they're worried about it.
I think the reason they weren't in the Battle Royal is because they were never going to win the Battle Royal and they didn't want them to lose.
I mean,
No?
I don't like
theory.
it. I think it's stupid.
Thank you. Agreed.
I mean, but
You could've
that's
done
what
that
it was.
because you could have done an angle. So like, I don't know.
But that's why they didn't have him, and it wasn't because they didn't want him to get babyface reaction.
Is it,
That's
who's
for
this from
fucking
again?
sure.
Is this TC?
TC.
Yeah, this guy gets it. Is he a new one on the
TC.
team? I haven't met yet. I like him.
You guys ready for the honorary Dirt Sheet Buster of the week?
Yeah, please.
Hell yeah, I love these.
It's Hurricane Helms.
Oh.
Hurricane coming through.
I love Hurricane Helms.
I almost had him
okay.
on my Royal Rumble list. 2002.
Wasn't surprised.
Yep.
I was surprised that he went after
don't
those
worry
guys
about
like that.
Okay. This is
That's
from
so-
Alv. This report is from Alv. WWE Raw's opening segment last night reportedly went 10 minutes longer than planned and left the company scrambling with the rest of the show.
I
Is
have a friend with
Is
a
this
speech.
2018? Is this a rip up the script Vince report?
I have a friend who has a speech impediment, and he says scrambling as squambling.
Scrambling?
He's scrambling. So I just imagine
Scrambling?
everybody running around backstage like it's Looney Tunes yelling,
Just
scrambling!
scrambling.
The deal is scramble.
Hurricane responded to this on Twitter. OMG, we were so scrambled. It was unreal. yelling, screaming, monkeys swinging off the chandeliers, the humanity.
I like that reference.
Owned him. Incredible.
I don't get it.
Seemed like the show just went normally to me, but okay.
Mhm.
10 minutes long, bud. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure. This next one's from Wrestling Observer Radio. Meltz makes an outrageous claim about Cena's last time is now tournament. Donnie, I know you just learned about this.
pissed me off.
Yes, I just
so
learned
much.
about it.
John Cena's long-awaited farewell match is officially set for December 13th. Instead of choosing his own opponent, Cena's added a twist. A 16-man tournament will determine who earns the right to face him in his final match. In a video released by WWE, Cena revealed the tournament could include competitors from outside of the company. During a recent edition of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer revealed that Cena's comments were likely meant to build intrigue around big names such as Chris Jericho or Adam Edge Copeland. However, the chances of
Jericho's going to fight him, right? Jericho comes back and fights him. We didn't even mention
he's
that.
under
No,
contract.
He's coming back in
Same as
WWE.
Edge.
I saw his boots.
However, the chances of either star appearing that was not his boots due to existing
Whose
contractual
boots were they,
commitments
Mike?
to none.
Whose boots were they then?
Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Brock Lesnar. It was for a fucking commercial. We saw it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Here's the quote from Meltz. They want to tease the idea that it'll be Adam Copeland, which it won't, or Jericho, which it won't either.
Oh, shit, dude.
Because
They're
his
not teasing
contract's
at all.
not up by then. So it's probably going to end up being someone like Matt Cardona. Or, it could be somebody from fucking TNA, because that's not
Right.
technically in WWE.
Like Joe Hendry.
Jeff Hardy.
Exactly. Like, I certainly think Joe Hendry will be in it. I could certainly see Jeff Hardy being in it.
Sure.
Anybody who thinks that this is teasing Jericho or Edge they're fooling themselves and putting in their own minds.
And
WWE
Meltz
did
is
nothing
just
to
doing
suggest
this.
that.
Meltz always does it. This is just he's just trying to put fucking expectations on people's heads that, okay, when it doesn't happen, now they could be mad at WWE because there was something out there that potentially it could be Edge or Adam or fucking Chris Jericho. When it was never going to be, they never teased this in any way that it would be Edge or Chris Jericho.
They
This is
inferred
fucking
it many of the
bullshit.
times, dude.
No,
they're,
they
they're not
didn't.
You know what's
stupid.
bad?
Meltz is just a
'Cause
piece
fucking-
of shit. That's the problem. He has no
You
way
know
to
what's bad
fucking
when
decipher
Sean-
Both
anything.
can be true.
Sean Sapp was one of AEW's strongest soldiers. He even replied to it after he's like, they never suggested this.
No.
That's when you know it's bad. When the lying's gotten out of control. That smells for you, though.
Meltz wants to talk about fucking bad face shit all the time. This is bad face shit.
He's sick in the head, this man.
He's an asshole.
He's a
This is
god
insightful.
amongst us journalists.
No.
This is from Fightful. Wrestlers learn that working out is a good idea.
I wish BJ would learn that. Weak
I
ass
wish you
chest.
would learn that.
The
My
Hurt Syndicate has reportedly been giving private party advice on how to improve their careers, including spending more time at the gym. This has reportedly been seen as, and I quote, very helpful for private party.
Wait, that's a gym? Like what the? This room
They
with
had
all
to
the
be
fucking
told
goofy
that?
shit. This room with all the goofy shit in it, right? That's a gym? No shit, dude.
Why did they have to be told this?
Just staring at the weights like, how do you use them?
And why did this have to be reported?
So you curl that?
This just makes them look so dumb.
It does.
It makes private party look like shit.
That's what
Honestly,
I'm
it makes
saying. Why
everybody.
would
It
you
makes
put this
everybody
out
look like
there?
idiots.
It makes them look so stupid. And I'm sure this is fucking false. So this makes them just look so stupid for no
Right,
reason.
I
That's the
think they
thing.
knew. I think they knew about
They're
working
both
out.
great wrestlers. Like, why would you put this out there? It's so stupid.
I love it. I love this. I live
You
for
know
this
why?
kind of
'Cause
shit.
they're going to
Don't
be
love this.
leaving for WWE at some time in the near future, probably. So that's why.
They're out here looking like
Maybe it'll be
cheeseburger.
fucking
They're out here looking like cheeseburger from ROH, dude. Put on some fucking weight, dude.
Eat a cheeseburger, dude.
Holy shit.
You ready for the coup de grace?
Yeah, please.
Double stop.
From Wrestling Observer Radio. Meltz tells a fairy tale about WWE begging him and Alv to be on the creative team.
Fuck you.
Oh my god, Donnie, did you hear this?
No, I did not.
Okay. Strap in, brother. This is fun.
It's a good thing you
This is
said
not the first time they said that, though.
Dave
I don't
Meltzer
remember
says,
them
No,
saying
no, no. Brian Alvarez specifically said before. I remember you said, you might even have sent me the clip where he said that they had actively pursued him previously about like at least as a consultant.
because that's what you want.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Dave Meltzer says WWE once tried to recruit him right after Monday Night Raw's ratings slipped below the 4.0 mark. The longtime Wrestling Observer journalist shared the story during the November 1st edition of Wrestling Observer Radio and claims the call came at a critical moment for WWE's creative direction. According to Meltzer, it all started when the show's numbers dropped below a key threshold, sparking a phone call from WWE executive Ed Cohen. I got a phone call from Ed Cohen from WWE, and it was just like, he said that he's doing it out of, what was the word, like, his idea? Idea was the word?
Yeah, that's not a good
of?
word. He didn't say that. Find a better word. Maybe remember the conversation, Dave.
But, yeah, I'm already not believing anything he's going to say now. But
I was in Burbank, and we were in a car. You're like, wait, were you or were you not in a car, dude?
Fake fucking call.
Yeah.
But I sensed it wasn't his idea.
No.
Like,
They really did call him. It was a prank phone call. They're like, yo, is your refrigerator running, Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm so excited to get a call from Stamford. How are you?
I sensed it wasn't his idea, and he's, like, really pitching me and everything. I was like, nah, no interest at all. I had none. Meltzer made it clear he had zero desire to cross over into the WWE system. Despite the offer and likely solid compensation, he says he never considered it a real option. I shot it down immediately. I wanted to be a sports writer, which he's not, by the way.
He still wants it. He's still aiming for one day.
Here's the thing, guys. When are we saying the timeline is for this?
When did Raw go under 4.0? Was that like 2010 or something?
Ask ChatGPT.
So here's the thing, right? Has Vince not hated this man ever since the steroid trial?
Yeah, I assume so.
And leaking a whole ton of shit, all these things that he said.
This was certainly during Vince's era. Like,
right,
no question about it.
Vince is going to be like, let's bring Dave Meltzer on. Let's call him up.
And hey, you said it yourself. Anything can happen in wrestling.
Not this.
People go, oh, you wanted to be a booker? You never wanted to be a pro wrestler? Never wanted to be any of those things. I wanted to be a writer, so I did that. A fucking shitty one.
First off, yes, you did, you fucking Mark, because you could have gotten into sports at any point. Him saying he wants to be a sports
writer it always reminds me of him saying, like, if it wasn't for wrestling, I would have been the leading NFL reporter. And then he calls Patrick Mahomes Patrick Mahones.
Oh, dude. Yeah, this dude is borderline fucking brain broken. That's the truth.
He also claimed that WWE reached out to Brian Alvarez through him, hoping Alvarez would join the creative team due to his reputation for humor and ideas.
He added that. He wrote that part.
That offer didn't go far either. They came to me and it was like, they thought he was really funny and creative. I pitched it to Brian and he basically didn't think he could last a week there and probably couldn't. I agree, he probably couldn't because he fucking sucks.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
I wish somebody would say I had a reputation for humor and ideas.
People that I love wouldn't say that about me. You know what I mean? Like, that's like,
for ideas.
Yeah, like that. Like if I'm writing, hold on.
Ideas.
The only time someone's ever said that about me is me when I'm writing up a resume or something. I'm like, fun, full of creative ideas. Like, yeah, that's all. It's the only time I've ever.
Team player.
I've never once heard Al speak and be like, man, this guy is fucking hilarious. Like, who says he has?
I laugh all the time at him.
Oh, Adam, exactly. I agree. I agree with that.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh my God, BJ, how we do? Mike Chiari, how we do? I love Dave as a writer.
Hey there, slutties. Guess who's back? That's right. It's the fantastic host, Sammy Switch. Welcome you back to a brand new season of the Suburban Slut Podcast, where I still cover everything kinkery, sluttery, fuckery, and everything in between. Come back on over to my house and why don't you download the latest episode on your podcast supplier of choice? We are really going to blow your minds with the amazing content we have planned for Season 2 of the Suburban Slut Podcast. Download the first episode and make sure to stay tuned because we have so much sluttery coming. So come on over, the door is open, and why don't you slide back in to the Suburban Slut Podcast.
All right, BG. He's really gone this time. The last time was a false finish, but he's actually left.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
That was very disparaging to have him there.
I don't like it.
Did not enjoy that.
But
all right, we're going to do fantasy standings, BG. This is going to get you happy. This is going to get you going.
Is it?
We'll see. Well, this part will. In 10th with negative 82.5 is Donald Wood. Is that
he gained points. Good for him.
He gained 5 points because Roxanne won a tag team match. So good. Good for him.
Good for him.
In 9th with negative 12.5, Austin Red. In negatives, but still has 70 more points than Donald Wood.
That's insane.
Yep. It's kind of sad, but also hilarious. In 8th with 27.5, George Cruz. He should be in negatives too.
I agree.
Because he's always negative towards us.
I'm glad you said it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with his personality being negative.
Yep. In 7 with 30, Reggie Gill. He deserves to be
Reggie's
higher.
great. Yeah, he does.
Love Reggie.
I love Reggie.
He's not mean to us. In 6 with 35, Big Buddy Mike.
Damn, Mike. It's like your lowest score ever.
Knocking on the door of the top 5, you know.
Nice.
No, I mean, I don't think I've ever finished in negatives, but
yeah.
It's not the best. In 5th with 55, Mongo. He drafted with his dong, too. So that's pretty impressive.
Smart.
Yep. In 4th with 70, BG.
Fuck.
It's a little bit of a drop. What happened?
I was up top. What happened? Saturday night's main event happened. I didn't think Rusev and fucking Penta were going to be in an IC title triple threat where they both lose. Fuck.
That's a tough break.
And then Rusev's definitely going to lose next week probably, or in 2 weeks. So it doesn't even matter. He's going to cancel out. This is bullshit, Mike.
Well, I guess you just got to hope he wins that first round matchup, so it won't matter. But, yeah. In 3rd with 82.5, Jim Del Chapo, the man that picked
That's
from
insane,
free agents
dude.
that were not drafted. The most incredible thing with that is, as we mentioned, is like he picked Sami Zayn, who did the U.S. Open Challenge, and he also picked Dragunov, who's now doing the U.S. Open Challenge.
Fucking crazy, dude.
How did he know?
I think he has some type of in, because there was no way to fucking know that.
No. Insane. And we've got a tie for first with 87.5, Everson
Holy
Godfrey
shit.
and Skinner.
Wait. The fucking Lariat Lounge?
The
colluded?
Lariat Lounge, who built the brand behind our backs, is tied for first place. Can you believe that?
They came in here and infiltrated our podcast. Like, you know, we're going to run fantasy? Fuck this bullshit.
Yeah.
Jim better win.
Not good.
Because I won't.
No, we need you to win.
I'm not going to, though.
Why not?
We thought Cena might wrestle in Boston and New York. That's definitely not going to happen.
I wouldn't say definitely not. I think it could happen.
I think it's just going to be that he does an appearance and it's like for like the tournaments, like he's like the trophy on the outside.
Maybe, but I think it could still happen. I don't know. He'll still probably win at Survivor Series.
We don't even know what he's going to do at Survivor Series.
No, and by the way,
like if he faces Dom, he's probably going to lose.
But I don't think he's facing Dom because
I don't think so either. It's just a dumb.
I didn't put that in Dirt Sheets Busters yet because I'm waiting for 100% confirmation in terms of WWE announcement. But I think Meltz got fucking had on that one.
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be Dom and Ray. What am I talking about?
Right. I brought up Dom and Ray weeks ago because remember we were talking about it and we were like, oh, it's in San Diego? Yeah, they should do Dom and Ray if Ray's ready to go.
Yeah, and it looks like he's ready to go.
It looks like he's ready to go. The only way it could be different is if they made Dom defend like both his titles in separate matches, I guess. But I don't know if they'll do that.
Oba Femi should be in the tournament and fucking win it. And he takes out John Cena.
I mean, I think he might be in the tournament. Because they said NXT people. Or maybe they'll do Trick. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Oba Femi would be like. Could you imagine Oba Femi versus Gunther final?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I wouldn't want Oba Femi to lose.
Yeah. But I mean, if he like dominates, gets to the final, and like loses like an absolute fucking battle war against Gunther, wouldn't be the worst thing.
No, I just think you should do a better push for him. I'm just mad. I fucking drafted in the first round. Hasn't fucking wrestled.
Yeah. Sorry, man. But there's still time. We got till Survivor Series. Alright.
Let's move on.
On to happier things, BG. It's emails time! Best time of the week, because it's always just you and me. Donnie's gone.
I honestly love emails. I wish we got more. I wish we had a fucking episode that was without Donnie and just you and I doing emails.
That would be awesome.
This is the most
try
fun.
to get that to happen sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, send us an email, ringrustradio@gmail.com. Also go to patreon.com/ringrustradio. If you can contribute to the email tier higher, we got to read at least one of your emails every single month. Honestly, even if you just send an email and you're not part of that, good chance you'll get on the show, and we'll read your email.
Yeah,
we love emails. This first one's from Chris Rey Mysterio's Jeter. Subject,
Finally.
Need a recap. All right, so... Sup, my guys. I know I've been missed and haven't emailed you guys in a while. 100% true. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I suffered a heart attack and have been in a coma in July.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I reached out to him after getting this email.
I did too. I did a couple
and he said he's doing a lot better, thankfully.
Thank God.
I'm getting my brain and body back together and can't let my Triple R guys go without hearing from a guy in a while. So, if you guys can give legit what the hell happened since like August, it would get me back in on this shit. Thanks, fellas. Much love.
No, thank God you're doing better.
Absolutely.
This was heartbreaking to hear. But hopefully,
I told him I didn't know the extent of anything like that. But that, you know, it obviously sucks that he went through that, but so lucky that it wasn't worse than it was. But it sounds like he's doing a lot better, and he, you know, just thanked us for doing the show and was excited to be able to tune in again. So we're gonna try to get him up to speed right here.
Oh yeah, when you have him to speed, hopefully you can come on the show at some point and just you know take your recovery slowly. Don't push yourself beyond what you can do. So happy, Chris, that you are feeling better. So the recap since August. Holy shit, Mike. Mike, to me, I think you gotta start with SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta start with the ruse of the century with Seth Rollins.
That's the first thing I have, yep.
Right? Faking a knee injury that we thought could or could not be fake. And it turned out that it was fake. CM Punk beats Gunther in a great match for the championship. Seth Rollins comes out, teases cashing in Money in the Bank, turns around like he's going to leave, then comes back, he drops the crutches, comes out, running down to the fucking ring, owns CM Punk, who stands there like a fucking moron, and wins the championship back. And I'm like, holy shit, now the Vision has some credibility. Okay.
Right. And
that was exciting.
That was great. But then on that front, Seth hurts his shoulder for real while beating Cody at Crown Jewel. So Braun Breaker and Braun Strowman turn on him on the next episode of Raw. They write Seth off with an injury angle, has to vacate the world title, and now Punk just beats Jey Uso at Saturday Night's Main Event to win the world title. That just happened this past weekend.
So Mike, I think the next thing we gotta go to is, because when Chris was watching, John Cena is all of a sudden a heel.
Right?
Right? Then all of a sudden, he's a face. Well, how did he turn face, you might ask? Well, he's gonna go
didn't
face.
really.
No, he's gonna face Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. Cody's like, I need the real John Cena. I want to beat his ass. Fuck this heel bullshit. I don't trust you, and blah, blah, blah. The fans want the real John Cena back. They've been wanting to cheer for him in this retirement run. And John Cena comes out, just cuts a promo, and is like, basically, yeah, you guys are right. This has been terrible. I'm tired of listening to other people doing things for me. I'm going to go back to doing what I used to do, and I'm going to run the hits back. And he's done it. It's been a lot better, in some ways. And he went on and had one of the best matches of his career in a AEW style match against Cody Rhodes, where they just kicked out of the most finishers you could possibly think of. And he lost the championship to Cody.
Right. There was no real face turn. He just cut a promo and that was it. And he was back to being a babyface, but loses to Cody. Then Brock Lesnar shows up.
Brock Lesnar shows up. Holy shit.
After 2 years away, he shows up at SummerSlam, hits Cena with an F5. We get Cena and Brock at WrestlePalooza in September. Brock wins basically a squash match.
Yep.
Then they just move on from that, and the fans have been calling and wanting. They want AJ Styles, so Cena does a tweet, and he's like, calling out AJ Styles, like, I want it. Do you want it? And he's like, I want it. And Triple H is like, you got it. So we get John Cena against AJ Styles. Absolute fucking banger at WrestlePalooza that John Cena wins. We haven't seen him since then, aside from a video package announcing that they're going to hold a tournament to determine John Cena's last opponent at Saturday Night's Main Event in December, and that tournament is starting next week. 16-man tournament, people from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, potentially people from outside the company, and the winner faces John Cena's retirement match. Yeah.
So, Mike, I think next up we got to go to the women's division.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that would be missed here is Naomi was champion. All of a sudden, not on the show. Why is she not on the show? Well, she got pregnant.
Yep.
While she was pregnant, she was having great matches. Didn't even know. She had to vacate the championship. Didn't even lose it. She had to vacate the championship due to the pregnancy. They hold a, basically, what was it, a tournament? Right?
No, it was, Io was already owed a title match.
Oh, right, she was going to owe.
So she was already put in the title match, and then Stephanie Vaquer was owed a title match because she won a battle royal at Evolution. So they did Stephanie versus Io at WrestlePalooza for the vacant title, and Stephanie Vaquer won the title.
Yep. And I would say that of all the matches that you should go back and watch, John Cena and AJ Styles is number 1 to me. And number 2 would be Io and Stephanie.
That's a great. I'll have one more for him in a second too, when we get to it. So that happened in the women's division. More recently, I don't know if he saw Saturday Night's Main Event or not, but Jade Cargill throughout the summer and into the fall had a bunch of title matches against Tiffany Stratton. Fell short. It was kind of babyface versus babyface. Turned heel last week by attacking Tiffany, and then they have a match at Saturday Night's Main Event. Tiffany's compromised. She's got a knee injury. Jade takes advantage and wins in short order. So now she's women's champion, Jade Cargill. And also on the women's front, AJ Lee returned.
Yep. I was going to say that.
Her first match in like a decade happened at WrestlePalooza. Her and CM Punk defeat Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything from AJ Lee beyond that, though, because she hasn't been on the show since that match.
Yep. But entertaining match. A little long.
Yes.
I felt it was a little long.
Yeah, it was fun.
But well-booked match, and she looked great in her first match in a decade. And so that was very significant. So what else, Mike? Anything else?
Yeah, here's a big one. Sami Zayn won the U.S. title from Solo Sikoa.
That's right.
And since doing that, he did an open challenge gimmick, much like John Cena. One of the open challenges was John Cena, which was a very
That's right.
fun
That
match.
was cool.
I loved that. A couple weeks ago, though, Ilya Dragunov returns from injury. He'd been out for like a year with a knee injury, and he's the opponent for the open challenge. And he beats Sami Zayn for the U.S. title in the open challenge. That's my pick for a match that you have to go back and watch also.
That was a great
Best
one.
TV match of the year by far, probably in the running for me for match of the year. That match was fucking incredible. So definitely watch that one.
I would like to give a non-WWE match to watch.
Oh, what's
and
that?
That would be one of my favorite matches of the year because I grew up with these two tag teams. Two of my favorite tag teams of all time. At TNA Bound for Glory, it was the final tables match between the Hardys and the Dudleys. It was it was Devon's retirement match, and it was just an excellent tables match. Well-told story. The crowd was very hot for it. They gave it their all, and Devon Dudley, actually, he has a YouTube channel, and he just put up yesterday when we were recording this, I believe, that it was like almost like a 40-minute or so documentary style of like, here was the day of the show, of here's backstage leading up to everything. They show you clips during the match. He's talking about things that happened during the match, and then the post-match. And it was so well done. I'm so happy he was able to do it. He has some good stuff on his YouTube, but when that popped up on my feed, I was like, I gotta watch this immediately. Did it, and it was great, especially with the context of the match. And Devon, listen, he had suffered a stroke. He was injured, he had a back injury. He had surgery. DDP Yoga was helping him out, and so he was able to go out there and have a great match, and everyone did an excellent job. I highly recommend watching it. It's one of my favorite matches of the year. Probably won't be in my top 5 for the Rusties, because there's been so many great matches this year, but that was one of my favorite matches of the year.
Okay, yep. The only other thing I have listed here, it's just, I think we have to mention it. It's about Cody Rhodes. Been pretty boring as WWE champ. He's been acting shady lately, Chris. Jacob Fatu got attacked backstage recently, and Cody blames Drew McIntyre because it's supposed to be Jacob versus Drew for the number 1 contender spot. So Cody comes out, he's acting all weird, he blames Drew. Then we get Cody versus Drew at Saturday Night's Main Event. Cody's acting heelish. Drew tried to use the title, and then Cody DDT'd him onto the title when the ref wasn't looking, beats him that way. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the show. I think he's turning heel. So that's something to keep an eye on as you get back to watching.
I don't think he turns heel.
He should.
He's spoken about it. I just don't think he'll do it.
Should do it.
I think he loves the babyface pop too much.
This is boring at this point.
Yeah. I agree.
All right.
Boring.
I think that's pretty much. I think that's the main stuff you need to know.
That's the main stuff.
But we're happier on the men.
Don't worry about AEW.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Nothing happened.
Next email comes from Matt. Chris, so happy you're doing better.
Yeah,
keep progressing.
Absolutely.
Next email comes from Matt Bowers of Pain. Subject, top 10. Hey there, friends. There's been lots of speculation Chris Jericho coming back to WWE, so I thought it would be fun to do a top 10 list of Chris Jericho matches or moments. Have fun and ring roast.
Ring roast!
Alright, Mike, I comboed this matches and moments of his
Agreed.
career.
Yes, I did too.
I have some honorable mentions.
I have one honorable mention.
All right, go first.
Winning the inaugural AEW World Title.
No, not even an honorable mention.
Oh, okay. I felt like I had to mention it just because, like, for him personally, but it didn't make my top 10.
All right, I got 3 for honorable mention.
Okay.
In storyline wise, he creates Money in the Bank.
Okay, yeah.
One of the most, at this point, iconic matches in WWE. It's a yearly staple. When it was done at just WrestleMania, it was very cool. Then it was so popular, it becomes its own pay-per-view. Now it's just you could argue it's top 4 pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So absolutely. I have that. I originally had this in my top 10, but I bumped it down after doing some analysis of other things and thinking about through the career. And it's not so much like his match, but it was a monumental match, especially it's one of my favorite matches, the Elimination Chamber 2002. He's in the first one ever. He goes to the top 3, the final 3. But he wasn't like a standout in the match, but I did originally have it in my top 10, but it's not. Then my final honor mention is the Man of 1004 Holds promo.
That is on my list.
It was originally on my list. I bumped it down for a couple other things I felt were more important in his career, but it's a meme at this point, right? It's almost like pop culture of seeing this fucking photo of him with the long list, and it's just so entertaining. Very rarely, Mike, you can count on one hand the amount of times that WCW actually did something entertaining. This is one of them.
A lot of it was with Jericho and or the Cruiserweight division, so.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Number 10? Okay.
My number 10, again, this is honestly, it was on there, and then I took it off. And originally, the Man of 1000, Elimination Chamber was over here. Put it back on, because at this point in time in his career, he didn't really have many big wins, I feel like. And this was, especially as a fan watching at the time, I was like, this is massive that he just won this match. It was with Chris Benoit against Triple H and Stone Cold on Raw for the Tag Team Championships. Now, very much
Triple
at
H
this
tore
point,
his quad, right?
Yes, at this point, very much overshadowed because of the torn quad, and you know now that Triple H for the last like fucking 7 minutes of this match is fighting through hell to finish this. And he's in the walls of Jericho, so it very much became a match about Triple H's legacy, but I remember watching this match live and being like, holy shit, I can't believe they just beat the 2-man power trip. Because Triple H and Stone Cold were running shit in this time. Right. And then I comboed this, Mike, with the fact that because Triple H and Stone Cold lost, and now that they're out of the picture because of the injury, they go on literally the next day in reality, but then on SmackDown 3 days later, TLC 3 happens.
Yep.
That they have to do this match because of the injury, but they do it in real life the next fucking night. And all of a sudden, the Hardys, the Dudleys, Edge and Christian are thrown into the mix. We're doing this was mind-blowing, because at this time there were spoilers that would come out on like Tuesday night, Wednesday of what's happening tomorrow on Thursday. And it was like, what? They're doing TLC 3? What are you talking about? They just said TLC 2.
Right.
A month ago. What the hell was going on here? And so it was just a mind-blowing week. And so I have this as number 10.
Okay. Good choice. My number 10 is his return in the 2013 Royal Rumble.
Mike, much higher.
Okay. I love that return. He had been out for quite a while, since like the summer, lost a loser leaves WWE match or something like that to Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler's the number 1 entrant in the Rumble, cause he wanted to be like HBK or whatever, go start to finish and win it. And who's number 2? Chris Jericho. There was no inkling he was going to be in it, not even a single fucking rumor or anything. So he shows up, gets a massive pop, and he had a great performance in the match.
Hell yeah. Much higher.
Okay.
My number 9, he beats The Rock for the WCW title at No Mercy 2001. So as mentioned, I felt like in May 2001 that he really had many big matches that he had won. And here, as a single star, he was really on the ascent for a while now. But he never really got that breakthrough. And I felt that beating The Rock, even though it was for the WCW title and it was, an afterthought during the invasion, but this is one of my favorite pay-per-views during this era. And it was a big deal for him to beat The Rock. I mean, I remember me and my friends like flipping out, like, he just beat the fucking Rock for the championship. Like, clearly something's happening here where they're seeing something in Jericho. And it was basically babyface versus babyface here. because they were both on Team WWF, but there was like infighting now, like there was a lot going on. And so for him to beat The Rock, even though he lost it like 2.5 weeks later, it felt like such a big deal that he beat The Rock, who had just come back 2 months prior, basically. So I have that number 9.
That was the Vengeance 2001.
No Mercy 2001.
Oh, No Mercy. Okay, all right. I don't
So
have
this
that
is
on my
when
list.
this is when the invasion. So this is what I was saying. I started going through things and I was like, oh yeah, No Mercy 2001 was a massive moment for him, beating The Rock in a singles match for the WCW Championship. It was during the invasion. It wasn't afterwards. I do have Vengeance 2001 later.
Me too. Okay. My number 9, Chris Jericho beats Triple H for the WWE title on Raw in 2000. Psych! He didn't actually beat him.
Significantly higher.
You thought he beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Did the old dusty finish there with the fast count, and for a little while in the show you think Jericho's champion, but he ends up having to give the title back. That to me felt like testing the waters with him as like world champion, because early on in his tenure, okay, he started off having his little thing with The Rock, but they kind of moved him down pretty quickly. He was like IC title level. He was, with China and Hardcore Holly, and it was great stuff that he was doing, but they were not presenting him on the level of a world champion. This, I think, was, let's see what the reaction is if he wins the world title. The reaction was massive, and not super long after this, they go ahead with the push to put him in the main event scene.
My number 8, Royal Rumble 2001, the ladder match against Chris Benoit.
That's my number 8. It's my number 8.
Hell yeah. Because at this point in time in the history of ladder matches, there's not that many. And they're even fewer that are this caliber, right? This was, especially after 2000, because they had it, with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 2000, the triple threat. Then at SummerSlam, they did 2 or 3 falls match, Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit. And that was really good. Then he starts to feud with X-Pac. Then he has a really bullshit feud with Kane to end 2000, right? It's fighting over coffee, spilled coffee. Like, come on. Then he gets into this for the IC Championship, and I really enjoyed Chris Jericho in 2000, but 2001, it felt like, okay, they are really going to see what Chris can do as a major player here. And 2001 is one of his best years, in my opinion, and it starts here at the Royal Rumble with Chris Benoit. What a fantastic ladder match. I love the spot with the walls of Jericho on top of the ladder. Doesn't really make that much sense, but it's a fucking awesome visual, and they just crushed it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. To me, I think it's still a top 5 ladder match of all time, probably. Especially if you're taking like TLC matches out of the equation, like just regular ladder matches. I'll always say Razor and HBK WrestleMania 10 is the best, but argument I think can be made this is the second best one. But they were doing such cool like fucking like figure 4s through the ladder and shit, and like stuff you hadn't really seen much of. And then on a much kind of darker note, you see some bumps that fucking Benoit was taking in this match, and you kind of understand why things happen the way they happen. But in that moment, that match was incredible.
Yeah. Awesome match. I mean, at that point in time, like you said, Shawn and Razor, your favorite, but there weren't many. I mean, there's Triple H and The Rock
was up there.
Right? Like, there's not many singles matches for a ladder match that they're doing this. And this is, I think, the first ladder match. I could be wrong. I think it's one of the first ladder matches after TLC 1. Right? So you have a lot to try to live up to. Fantastic job, because they fucking did it.
Yep.
My number 7, I'm going to assume this is higher on your list. WrestleMania 19 against Shawn Michaels.
Yes, it is.
Dream match territory, where WrestleMania 19, in my opinion, is one of the greatest cards of any show of all time.
100%. Might be the second best behind only 17.
I agree, because it's absolutely unbelievable, this card. From top to bottom, it's like Dream Match City, except for like maybe 2 matches, if you will. But this was one of the big dream matches, and it's one of Shawn's still first matches back from injury, right? And they just put on a fucking banger, and it's amazing, and it really sets the stage for 5 years later. I wasn't really watching at the time, but their feud, which is an iconic feud in Chris Jericho's history, and Shawn Michaels, I wasn't really watching at that time. And so this one, I was hardcore into wrestling, and still my kind of learning about Shawn Michaels. I wasn't watching during that time. I came in when he was already gone and injured.
Right.
And so then to see like Chris Jericho again being put in a great spot. Okay, he was in the main event last year against Triple H, but here he is now in a dream match territory with Shawn Michaels, and they fucking delivered, and it was just Shawn continuing to deliver, and it's like, holy shit, this guy is this isn't like a fluke. He's fucking back, and he's doing amazing.
Do have it higher, but agree with everything you just said. My number 7 is promo on Stephanie McMahon. You're the filthiest, dirtiest, most disgusting, skankiest, brutal, bottom-feeding trash bag hoe that I've ever seen in my life.
Unbelievable.
His interactions with Stephanie are some of the greatest things in his entire career. They just had that chemistry. And honestly, it's like some of the most over like babyface stuff Jericho ever did. Because I think if you look at most of his career, his greatest successes as a heel. But he was so overdoing this shit. Stephanie was perfect in her role, like her reactions to it. And then it's hilarious that they end up fucking working together ultimately at WrestleMania 18, which honestly was not probably the best direction to take, but I love, their interactions with Jericho as the babyface, her as the heel, and him just taking every shot possible at her.
Yeah, I always enjoyed the one. Maybe it's the same one, but The Rock is out there also, and they're just going back and forth trying to shit on Stephanie, and Rhino's out there too.
Yeah.
Great stuff. My number 6, Mike, it's a compilation of things. Okay, but the idea is one idea, and that is the list.
So, I also have kind of it as a compilation, but I have it quite a bit higher. Quite a bit higher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did they call it? The Festival of Friendship.
Festival of Friendship.
I said the Friendship Festival. The list was just one of the dumbest fucking things you could think of, but so genius. And every week, because we're watching this, we're doing the podcast and everything, and it's like it's just a time period, 2016, where there's some really good things, and then it's still the stuff of like this shit blows, right? But the list was every single week you were looking forward to seeing what else they could do with this, and it just kept getting better and better. The pen, the clicking of the pen, waiting for the crowd to say, waiting for whoever else is the opposite of him, like. What do you, like, are you fucking kidding me, right? Like, what do you mean? Like, what is this? What is it even fucking, like, I don't care about this, right? And then you had Kevin Owens playing off of it. And then Jericho would just go on, where it's like AJ Styles and your fucking soccer mom hair, and he starts adding things to it. First it was like a little notepad, whatever it was, and it kept, like, branching out.
Huge fucking steel thing.
Such a great fucking gimmick and idea, and this was honestly one of my favorite times of Jericho's career, because he's one of the guys who's been around for so long, but he's reinvented himself so many times. It's not like a John Cena situation, it's not like a Triple H situation, it's not like The Undertaker, or even, The Rock is on a little bit, but not even to the extent of this. Chris Jericho is like a league of his very fucking own when it comes to reinventing your character and staying relevant and doing different things and trying things. Some things aren't going to work, some things will work. This was one of those things that you just watched it unfold every week and was like, this is fucking brilliant. And I never wanted it to end.
100%. 100%. My number 6, it's WCW on BG. Fall Brawl 1998. So for people who are not aware of what's going on here, Jericho had like...
Is this a Goldberg thing?
Yeah, so Jericho has a feud, quote unquote, with Goldberg. And basically, it's a one-sided feud. Jericho's just doing everything. He's calling him out. He's doing hilarious segments. Goldberg's like not showing up, not being part of so Jericho's like acting like he's beating Goldberg in matches and shit, but the matches aren't really happening. In reality, it's because Goldberg was a fucking bitch and like didn't want to actually have a feud with Chris Jericho, so Jericho was doing his own thing. But so Fall Brawl 98, Jericho spoofs Goldberg's entrance, which he did for a while during this time. It's hilarious. So he's got Ralphus, his security guard, with him. And like they knock on his locker room door and he comes out and he's like going and walking and accidentally like walks through a wrong door and like goes outside. He gets lost on the way to the ring and shit. It's absolutely hilarious. Then he goes in and people think it's gonna be actually Jericho versus Goldberg, but it's some like really short guy that kind of looks like Goldberg and Jericho beats him. That whole feud was fucking hilarious, and it's actually really dumb on Goldberg's part that he like wouldn't be part of it because Jericho was over and he was great. And I think ultimately Goldberg did like actually spear him like one time to end the feud or whatever, but Jericho took something and he did it all himself and was amazing in it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
My number 5, you mentioned it, it's the surprise return of the 2013 Royal Rumble. A big reason for this is just the feeling, right? This is less about his career and more about just me as a fan watching.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you said, where we're doing a podcast now, we're all on the dirt sheets. No one predicted this. No one saw it coming. And to do that, especially in that time period, it was so difficult to get around that. And they managed to do it. It was so perfectly well done. It's one of the greatest pops in Royal Rumble history. And I just remember us marking the fuck out. I was flipping out for this. And because of that, because of the surprise element and being able to do that, and that to me though is Chris Jericho, right? So many times that they would try to do these things. And like, I remember, I think it was 2005 or 2007. I think it was 2005, but like the Save Us Y2J thing, right? Like, you kind of felt that was going to be Jericho by the time it got to Jericho. When this happened, you just did not see this happening. And it was the year before where it was, okay, it's going to be Jericho, and it was Jericho in 2012. And I still think he should have won the Royal Rumble, not Sheamus.
I'm still surprised that he didn't.
I know, that was so stupid, right? But here, such a fucking surprise, so well done. Like you said, storyline-wise, it all made sense, and they crushed it.
Yeah, that, again, one of the great actual surprises, because some of these surprises aren't really surprises, because shit gets out. Nothing got out about that.
Nope.
My number 5, beating Austin and Rock in the same night, Vengeance 2001 becomes double world champ.
A little bit higher.
So, the matches themselves, in
Not
a
great.
vacuum, nothing, like, spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't say either of those matches are, like, among the greatest of his career. But it's just what this meant.
Yep.
Rock and Austin argument can be made. They're the two top guys in wrestling history, certainly were during this time period.
Mm-hmm.
So for Jericho to beat both of these guys in the same night, that's never has anybody got the rocket strapped to their back to that degree. That is a huge vote of confidence in him. And, you know, he beat both those guys. And from that point forward, pretty much, he was a top guy. Like, okay, yeah, sometimes he go back down in the IC title scene, whatever, but he was always viewed as a main eventer, as a world champion, as that guy, which is something he should have been in WCW, but they were afraid to put guys like him in that position. WWF did it, and this is the way that they did it, and that was like a bragging right that he had for years and years after that, and he would mention it for years and years after that, which is what you should do, because that's one of the biggest fucking things you could do in wrestling, is beat Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night.
Yep. It's like I was saying earlier about Gunther.
Yep.
Right? If he goes and takes out John Cena and Goldberg in the same year, like, that is something you will always have to always say, and you should always fucking say that, because those are two of the biggest names. And so, Chris Jericho, if I was him, I'd still be fucking saying it. Right?
Yep.
My number 4 ties into that, but I do have that a little bit higher because of, well, I'll talk about that, but he main events WrestleMania 18 with Triple H. And I know that the story is Triple H's story. Returning from injury, he wins the Royal Rumble, the whole thing with Stephanie, which watching it week to week, it wasn't a good feud. I get it. And the match.
That's why it didn't make my list. It's obviously a great accomplishment.
To me, it's the accomplishment. That's what it is to me.
Right.
It's not. That's why I'm saying all this up front. Like,
right.
I remember watching it this time, and it's like, this. Why are we doing this as the feud? Like, it's all about Triple H and Stephanie. Chris Jericho's a fucking F-though. He's going out to the parking lot to pick up dog shit. What the fuck are we doing? And the match itself, as a fan, because I'm a huge Triple H fan, and I like Chris Jericho, I enjoyed the match. But, you know, in hindsight, it was overshadowed by The Rock and Hogan. But the accomplishment itself, because people have to understand, like, he's only 3 years into WWE, and he's main eventing WrestleMania, and he was a guy that everyone looked at, despite even just being within 3 years, that he just would never. The whole thing was, he'll never get it. He'll never get that spot. He'll never get that push. They'll never present him in this way. But he was in the main event, and he was a WrestleMania main eventer, which not many people were. It's only WrestleMania 18, and he was a guy that came in from WCW. his career, yes, he had a debut, which we'll get to, but like it started off not well. Right? 99 is not a good year for him in WWE. And in 2000, he's starting to get the ascent, but then 2001, he takes off. And here it was, okay, we're putting you in the main event of WrestleMania, and he needs to be the guy that the big babyface return from injury, Triple H, has to go up against. And he was that guy, and that's very important. I mean, not many people get to main event WrestleMania. He fucking did it. So to me, as far as accomplishments and moments for his career, number 4.
I feel bad because they were put in an impossible position having to follow Hogan and Rock, which they never were going to be able to do. And it just kind of fell flat because of that.
Yeah.
My number 4, the man of 1,004 holds. Reading the list. The common theme in his career, lists. But, you know, I know you weren't a WCW fan and weren't watching during this time, but I watched both Raw and Nitro, and the things that I liked on Nitro at the time were I liked the NWO, and I liked the Cruiserweight division, and that included Chris Jericho. And one of the best feuds there ever was in the Cruiserweight division, Jericho and Dean Malenko, man of 1,000 holds. Like, he had, like, a hilarious gimmick, like, he would beat somebody and he would take something from him, so he'd have, like, a bunch of fucking masks around his neck, and he would just, like, always steal, kind of like Tribal Thief, Bronson Reed. And then he kind of stole the moniker of Dean Malenko, calling himself the man of 1,004 holds, to prove that he was 4 holds better than Malenko. And, of course, the iconic segment is him having a long-ass fucking, like, Santa's naughty and nice list scroll in the ring and reading down the list, and, like, every 4th or 5th thing is armbar.
So funny.
And then the other ones are, like, just fucking made-up shit, like the Flying Credenza or something like that. It's, like, just hilarious. Like, him reading it, they go to commercial, come back, and he's still reading it. Like,
that's amazing.
That's comedy. One of the greatest things that he ever did.
That is great. My number 3 is his debut on Raw. I have it higher. I figured. I was not watching it this time.
Okay.
Right? I'm very much in and out of being, like, my friends are fans, so I'll go over and watch some, like, pay-per-views, but I wasn't watching week to week. I wasn't really into it until months later with WrestleMania 2000, the video game comes out, and, you know, the Stephanie McMahon Helmsley era and Stone Cold getting run down. So I wasn't watching it this time. So I only had the significance of them, like, playing clips back. But then you know, as you learn and read stuff, you understand the significance. Now, we have done, like, top debuts, and I did not include this as one of my, I don't even think I had it on my top 10, because the moment is very cool, but he actually gets kind of shit on by The Rock, and then they do absolutely nothing with him.
Right.
But, Mike, what's so important about this is he escapes WCW.
Very important, because he was pigeonholed there. That was
exactly. So he escapes WCW. He makes his debut. One of the greatest things in his life is to be able to get out of WCW. Yep. And so that's why it's number 3. The awesome debut. The fucking music, the moment itself, turn down the lights, the countdown that had been going on for weeks. Like, that is honestly one of the greatest ideas for an entrance and a fucking debut. That was all amazing. So I jest about a lot of things. It's an incredible debut.
My number 3, WrestleMania 19, match against Shawn Michaels. That, to me, is his greatest match of his career. Had a lot of great ones. It's funny enough, I was kind of, like, looking to see, like, how many, like, 5 stars he'd ever been given. I think Meltzer gave him a 5-star for Omega in New Japan.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And I believe, like, a fucking Stadium Stampede or something like that is all he's given him 5 stars for. Didn't give him anything in WWF.
I thought this was a 5-star match when I watched it
It's
live.
100% a 5-star match. Meltzer's a fucking idiot. This is an unbelievable match. On an absolutely fucking stacked card, WrestleMania 19, I felt like this is the best match on the show, which is saying a lot. This is early in HBK's return, and, you know, has an unbelievable match, and then, like, Jericho, you know, kind of the whole story is, like, Jericho trying to prove, like, he is better than Shawn Michaels, because this is a guy he looked up to growing up and everything. And then they have, like, this great match, and then they have this moment where they're, like, kind of like, shaking hands and hugging, and you think, oh, this is so nice, and he kicks him right in the dick. And that's just Chris Jericho. That's the heel Chris Jericho character. It was so perfectly done. And they did a lot more coming out of that, too. They had, like, the Royal Rumble, where Jericho, like, had Christian dress up like him, and fucking he jumped HBK and threw him out, and they did all kinds of. That's probably very much in the conversation for his greatest feud is with HBK, and this was by far their best match, and I think the best match of Jericho's career.
I can definitely see that. I think I would probably have the same also, because it's funny. I was going back and like reading, like, I'm trying to do this list, and like I'm looking at like people's like the greatest matches and all this, and I'm like, it's not like someone where you think of like a Daniel Bryan.
Right, there's a million
or like a
top
Bret
flight
Hart.
options. Yeah.
It's like there are the ones that definitely are clear, and there's just ones that like, it's like a 3-star match, 3.5, maybe a 4-star match, but there's not like this is really like a top tier. There's only so many top tier Jericho matches because he's just a solid performer, right?
Like to me, I think one of his best matches ever was him and AJ against the New Day on a fucking random Raw.
I love that match. Yeah.
That was an incredible match. I think that's
match.
one of his best matches ever. Nobody really talks about it though.
Yeah, that was an awesome match. All right, it's a great one. That was number 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my number 2 is when he becomes the undisputed champion of Vengeance 2001. So I mentioned earlier that he really hadn't had many big matches. Then he wins the tag team titles with Chris Benoit against Triple H and Stone Cold. Then he beats The Rock at No Mercy 2001. So now it's like, okay, you're a guy. I just remember watching this. See, this is when you have to take out like bias, right, Mike? Because I remember specifically watching this pay-per-view, and the last person I wanted to win was Chris Jericho. Because he was very much a heel at this point, essentially, and he just, I'm like, The Rock, Stone Cold, I wanted one of them to win, or even Kurt Angle. I was a big Kurt Angle fan. And so Chris Jericho was 4th on the list, and it was a surprise that he won, that he beat Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night, because you did not think that was going to happen.
The way they set up was perfect because they never like suggested that anything that would make you think that Jericho would win both titles.
Because at the very least, you would assume that they would give it to Kurt Angle because he's basically the guy, like their homegrown guy now, right? He's coming out of the Invasion storyline. He's kind of waffling back and forth, and he was such a natural heel that even though he had a little bit of a baby face run during 9/11, let's be honest.
True.
You thought maybe they would give it to Kurt Angle if they're going to go with a heel route. And Kurt Angle being the guy, like, he hadn't main evented WrestleMania yet. It's not until 2003 that he main events WrestleMania. So Chris Jericho being the guy where it's like, you just won the Undisputed Championship. Holy shit. Now you're taking a lot of notice, and you just didn't think that was going to happen. It wasn't a great title run. He does beat The Rock, right? At fucking No Way Out. Like, it was surprising of who he goes and beats. I'm sorry, the Royal Rumble. It was definitely surprising of these matches that he was having, but it wasn't a great title run. But this moment, you can't take that away from somebody. He's the undisputed champion, and you beat Stone Cold and The Rock the same night. One accomplishment.
Nobody else can say that.
No one else can say it.
My number 2, Festival of Friendship / List of Jericho in general. Festival of Friendship was one of the greatest, like, storyline vehicles of all time, where you got Jericho like trying to cheer up his buddy Kevin Owens. Got a fucking painting of them, this weird ass like sculpture, wearing the shiny fedora and the fucking scarf and everything, and then Kevin Owens hands him a gift, and it's the list, and Jericho says, "Why is my name on the list?" And then the crowd is like, "Oh!" And then Kevin Owens just whoops his ass, like so well done, and like it worked. It was like about this corny fucking thing, which is the list, and this whole like segment was corny, but it was hilarious, and it worked within the fabric of what you were doing. Like as you mentioned about the list, like it was so dumb. Like if you just like explained it to somebody who didn't know, they would say that's fucking stupid. But as you're watching every week, it's just so funny because the way he was able to play up to, you mentioned the clicking the pen, and the crowd is just like waiting for him to say it, and then the huge pop when he finally does it. He had like the longest pauses of all time leading up to it, and then he would say it, and the crowd would pop. It was just like, he truly did reinvent himself with this random thing that you would never think would get over or be a popular thing, but sometimes that's the best stuff in wrestling, and this to me is like easily one of the best things he's ever done, and probably the past like 10 to 15 years, one of the most fun things in wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right about that.
How the fuck are you here?
Why are you here?
You're supposed to be gone.
You're supposed to be long gone.
What's
Yeah,
up,
what the
Booze?
fuck?
Go ahead.
All right, my number one. I'm so mad that you're here because you ruined everything,
Please
dude. And
leave.
we're almost
There's no reason
done.
here.
We're like 3
You're
minutes
supposed
from
to be at
being
your
done.
son's soccer game.
You're supposed to be playing in the game.
It got canceled.
Are
There's
you
no way.
kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Are you being serious?
I'm here, aren't I?
I don't know what's going on.
I swear to God, they canceled. Fucking only 2 fucking dads showed up.
Wow.
So we have to do a fucking recording at 8 o'clock, and this thing was canceled.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyways,
Mhm.
my number one. Oh, fuck, why couldn't you just be like stay gone?
I got a little ice cream on
Can
the
you
way.
go away?
I got a little
Shut
ice
the
cream.
fuck up. Yeah, go away. Go
All
away.
right. My number one, Mike, best Chris Jericho moment of all time is what we're doing, Donnie. Is on Raw in 2000. He quote unquote beats Triple H for the title.
Yep.
Again, Mike, I'm kind of new to wrestling, kind of new of really watching wrestling this time. When I'm getting in, Chris Jericho was a heel. He's doing stuff with China and fucking Hardcore Holly for the IC Championship, but he slowly becomes a babyface. And like you said, this is them kind of testing the waters. What a way to test the waters, because this is one of the greatest pops in Raw history, one of the greatest moments in Raw history as far as I'm concerned. And I just, again, place and time, watching this live, holy shit moment, mind blown, marking out, Chris Jericho just beat Triple H to the championship, what the fuck? And then they take it back, but in that moment, you thought he fucking won. And it was so well done. I love it.
Mm.
Indian
Number one
giver.
moment.
Triple H, the Indian giver.
My
Go
number
away.
one. That's racist. My number one is Jericho's WWF debut on Raw. I know, BG, you don't hold it in as high regard because of the follow-up, which was not great, but in that moment, it was fucking incredible, and to me, like, it's one of the greatest debuts of all time by far. And part of it is I was watching WCW, and I was watching Jericho, and I was a big fan of him in WCW.
Yeah, you
So
were.
to see him on the big stage in the fucking major leagues of WWF
No, you weren't.
was an absolutely huge moment, and the build-up to it was amazing. The countdown clock to Y2J playing up to Y2K was so well done. As you mentioned before, the music and the entrance and everything was on point, like perfectly done. And the way he stands there back to the crowd with his pose, and then the Jericho comes up on the Titantron and everybody goes crazy. So it was just such a huge moment. And yes, they did not follow it up well after that, but it felt like he was a huge star in that moment, and eventually he got to that point. Wasn't immediate, but in that moment, it just was like fucking a groundbreaking thing. And I don't think there was a bigger moment in his career, as far as I'm concerned, a bigger like reaction, pop, everything put together. To me, that's like, when I think of Chris Jericho, that's the one defining moment I think of.
I think of the Mimosa death match.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, that shit sucked.
Mm-hmm. It did not suck. It was incredible, and you're fucking
You said
lucky.
already.
But I was saying because I was thinking about a mimosa.
How it sucked.
No.
Well,
not
at least
tasting
you could
this.
say
All right,
goodbye to the
since you're here,
fans.
you want to fucking end the show?
Yeah, I wish you guys were more like Chris Jeter.
Surviving and thriving?
I think we do that every week, actually, with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
That's the outro.